topic, I will open it up, man, because we got to get into the Joel Embiid situation. A lot of people saying he ducking smoke, which is interesting. But here's how Gilles Arena and Coach Mike Malone discussed it.
A week and a half ago, Embiid and Jokic faced off for the first time this season. Embiid won the battle with 41, 10 dimes, and 7 boards, and a Sixers win. All eyes were on the rematch this past Saturday, but 15 minutes before the game, Embiid was a late scratch with a lingering knee injury. And when he finally came out of the locker room for the fourth quarter, the Nuggets fans let him know about it. Turn that up. Shout out to Embiid for embracing the moment and still trolling, despite not playing the game. So after the game, Mike Malone wanted some answers on why Embiid did not play.
Mike Malone. I don't know how you go from being active, available, to out. And I'm sure the league will do their due diligence, and because that's frowned upon. And we've had situations this year where we've talked to the league, and they told us if a player goes from being active to out, there's going to be an investigation. So, I'm sure that'll happen. And I'm sure that Joel hurt his knee in the Indiana game. Like, that's real. He watched the game. He hurt his knee in the Indiana game. So I'm sure he is hurt. But
Mike Malone with some textbook dry snitching. So according to Shams, the NBA is expected to investigate the Sixers' decision to sit out Embiid in the game. But it should also be noted that Embiid is out tonight against the Blazers with that same.
What the fuck does he care for?
He want to see the matchup just like everybody else, Gil.
Agree.
Man, fuck that. Like, are you trying to win a game or not? Like,
it means more to him.
No, what I'm saying is, you're a coach, and the guy's best player's not playing. Why the fuck are you so concerned? That's the easier win for you. Shut the fuck up and just play the game, win, and keep it moving. Oh yeah, why ain't Embiid playing? Because I wanted to make the game a little bit harder for us.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Mike Malone gets involved in this BS too much, man. Last year he was in the press press conferences talking about the Kendrick Perkins thing when Kendrick Perkins was calling out the MVP for what it was and all this stuff, and Mike Malone had to come in and protect this guy in that situation too. So he's not shy. But in this situation, I would have loved to see him not say nothing at all. Like, cause like Gil said, it don't make sense. Like, why would you even care that the player that was coming to beat y'all just lost to them and he gave y'all 42 and like 20. He just bust your player's tail. If he's not playing, you should be happy he's not playing. That's a win for y'all. But maybe this is just an opportunity for him to throw a little narrative out there that's going to work against Embiid in the MVP race, which would benefit his player. So I think that might be his motivation, because I doubt that we want Embiid to play, man, because we want to potentially lose his game. I doubt that he wanted that. But on the other hand, I don't think that Joel Embiid is ducking Jokic at all. Actually, every time they play Jokic for the last 3 or 4 years, he's really outplayed Jokic every single time. But I will admit that every time they play is in Philly. So he's not ducking Jokic in Philly. So that means he's not ducking Jokic. What he really is ducking is either Denver and at high altitude. Maybe, maybe his breathing is not good there. I heard a lot about that high altitude in Malhouse, Denver, Colorado, right? Or maybe he's legitly injured in those games. And Mike Brown just admitted that, yeah, we seen him tweak his knee against Indiana the game before. So we know he got a legit knee injury. So I don't understand what your beef is about. I think what he said his beef was he was active on the lineup before the game, and just before the game he went inactive. So they calling foul on the fact that, oh man, we thought that y'all was going to play, so the whole week we've been game planning for Embiid, but then y'all come out and no Embiid. So now our game plan is oh man, we got to go to plan B, right? So maybe Philly always knew Joel wasn't going to play, but they didn't want to. I think somebody in the comments said they didn't want to show their hand too early, which is what a lot of teams do a lot. So if there's no rules against that, I think the NFL may have just recently put a rule in there where you have to have your inactives listed a certain day before, a couple of days before the game. But the reason they didn't do that for a competitive edge, they did that because of sports betting, right? They said the NFL, you must tell us who's not playing because Vegas needs to know, right? Vegas needs to be able to put their need to make their point spread, and we got to know who's hurt and who's not playing. So they did that for Vegas. So that might be coming for the NBA pretty soon. And like I said, man, he's calling for an investigation, which is dumb, but maybe he's mad because he didn't get a chance to game plan for a team without having Embiid. So maybe that's what it was. But that's my last topic. I'm going to open the phone line up for one last time. Everything is open for discussion. This topic first, but if anything that I discuss throughout this episode, we got 10 minutes to go through all of this stuff, man. So I hold all the phone calls to about 2 minutes on this. But the phone line is open and the number is on the screen. Y'all can call in and let me know what y'all think, man. There's a lot of comments in the comment section, so I know y'all got something to say about it. What's going on, brother? What's your thoughts? Oh, I'm sorry. Hey, can you hear me? I'm sorry. Yeah, I had the mute button on. I'm sorry. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, what's going on? What's your thoughts?
Actually, you can find it on YouTube. Perk came out and said Embiid scared, man, because he ain't played in Denver in 4 years, bro. In 4 years.
Yeah, but why? I mean, because he can't be scared of Jokic because he's played Jokic several times.
I don't know, man. It just seemed like every time they play in Philly, he good, but every time they go to Denver, he ain't.
Yeah, but I mean, why though? Why you think that?
Well, they did show some of the statistics and shit. Like the last 4 years when he didn't play there, he played the very next game. Now this time he was smart. He didn't play the next game, so it looked like he really is hurt. But seemed a little suspect to me. I don't know. I ain't really tripping though. I mean, I just feel like Jokic should have got the MVP last year too, though. I mean, that's just
I don't feel like that though. This is how I feel about the MVP. With that controversy, I felt like the first MVP that Jokic got, he deserved 100%. There was a year Denver was at the top of the seeding. There was a year Jokic. I mean, it was the first time we seen a big man average close to a triple double. You know, so yeah, he deserved the MVP. Then the next year, Embiid was playing lights out, and I think Embiid deserved the MVP that year. But the thing is, we seen Jokic almost average a triple double for his first MVP, and guess what he did his second MVP? He got he was closer. I don't think he averaged it. He was very close. So the voters was thinking like, man, we gave him an MVP for almost averaging a triple double, and he got even closer this year. But he also was the number 6 seed in the West because Jamal Murray wasn't playing, and Michael Porter Jr. was out as well. So Jamal Murray had that torn ACL, and MPJ had the back surgery, but he had DeMarcus Cousins coming off the bench. You know, he had some other players. I think he had Aaron Gordon then. But he didn't have his number 2 and his number 3. So the media made an excuse for him and said, well, we usually don't give the 6th seed the MVP because we didn't give Kobe the MVP when he was in the 6th seed. We gave it to Nash, right? So we usually don't give the 6th seed the MVP, but he almost averaged a triple double. And the last person who was in the 6th seed who got the MVP was Westbrook, and he did average a triple double. So once again, they're giving more credit to the triple double than they are with winning and defense, because Jokic also wasn't playing defense. He just averaged close to a triple double, and he didn't play any defense at all, and he didn't win at a high level. So Embiid deserved that MVP that year. Last year, Embiid came out and did even more than what he did the year that he deserved it the year before, and his defensive numbers was through the roof. he was as good as a rim protector as the number one shot block in the league, which was Brook Lopez or whoever the case may be. Joel was that good on defense.
Okay, but
and
this
offense.
year ain't no excuses because that egg they laid against the Celtics, I won't forget that. He better get further than the second round this year.
I don't think that has anything to do with the MVP. And what about the egg that Jokic laid against Memphis?
I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about what they do going forward. He better get past the second round this year, man, because he playing like a damn MVP. I'll give it to him.
For sure.
The dude doing everything he can do. You know what I'm saying? So, and as you said everything on the table, I just wanted to make a quick note. Scalabrine said he said the beautiful basketball. I love that. It's not, bro.
It's really not.
He's averaging 43s a game, dog. I mean, I could go back on YouTube and find a Lakers game from back in the 80s where they could either run you to death or they could do half-court sets where they give it to Kareem or they give it to Worthy or they give it to Byron Scott on the spot up. You had way more options back in the day, bro. That's all I'm saying. It seemed like today is cookie cutter, you know?
Yeah.
Ain't no mid-range, threes all the time or you go into the hoop. It's just not beautiful basketball to me no more, bro.
I agree.
I'm sorry. It just don't seem like beautiful basketball. You know.
Yeah, that's true. All right,
Like
man.
you
Appreciate
said,
it, Jules, man. Let me
me
get somebody else in here. Let me get 2 more calls. I got 5 minutes to get them in here.
All right, get them in, yeah. Y'all get on Man Down Sport.
All right, brother. Thank you.